Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna talk about the company Alibaba Group, especially one of its entity called Taobao. My idea today is to make it more reachable for all users in the world. So, who is Alibaba Group? This is the website you will see first when you go to Alibaba Group's website. It says to make it easy to do business anywhere in the world. And now let's have more detail about what Alibaba Group. So Alibaba is the world's largest online and mobile commerce company in terms of gross merchandise volume. In 1999, the founder Jack Ma founded the website Alibaba, which aimed at connecting Chinese manufacturers with buyers internationally. So after years of really rapid and surprising development, a website Alibaba had grown into Alibaba. Sorry, I was a little bit sick. So after years of rapid and surprising development, a website Alibaba had grown into Alibaba Group Holding Limited, which is now a Chinese e-commerce, retail, and technology group, which does consumer-to-consumer, business-to-business, and business-to-consumer sales services through the web portals. To support its e-commerce business, it also provides some electronic payments services with its Alipay product, an instant online chatting platform, Ali11, and its profit-sharing interest in Ant Financial Services. This especially Alipay and financial services, also which are the leading third-party online payment platform in China. Alibaba in 2012 handled $170 million in sales with only 2 of the portals, and 2 years later, at the closing time on the date of its IPO in September 2014, Alibaba market value became $231. And now I'm gonna talk about some background about Alibaba Group. So, the founder Jack Ma, he was an English teacher in 1990s before he became the founder. Maybe because he has the language bridge of communicating to the world. He had a dream of introducing Chinese commerce to the world and connect the world to Chinese manufacturers. Before he started founding Alibaba, he did hundreds of interviews with the different employers in different industries, but he would either get rejected or couldn't get last long in the jobs. So even when he was in the group interview, all other candidates got hired, but he was the only one who didn't. The reason I'm introducing him is that he had a strong mind of making Alibaba and trying his best to make Alibaba grow. His goal has never been making money, but the success of this business. So because of his goal, I think my suggestions can be very helpful and useful. So now this is the page you would see if you go to Taobao website. Taobao is a major player in the Chinese consumer e-commerce market. Taobao offers free listings to sellers and supports free website features such as Alipay and Ali11. Alipay and Ali11 provide significant convenience to its users when placing orders and making payments. So far, Taobao primarily operates in People's Republic of China and has been mainland China's undisputed market leader. I'm sorry, I really have bad sick today. So the merchandise on Taobao marketplace primarily are individuals and small business. Merchants can create storefronts and listings. This service is provided free of charge, and payment services through Alipay are also provided free of charge. Unless the payment is funded through a credit card, then there will be additional charge. Alipay makes money from merchants from merchants on Taobao from three. So Alibaba makes money from merchants on Taobao from three resources. The first one is selling the pay-for-performance or display marketing services so that the merchants can drive traffic to their stores. Basically, the idea is just buy the rankings or buy the appearance to the consumers. The second way is to third-party marketing affiliate fees to acquire additional traffic. It's a similar idea to the first one. The third one is selling advanced storefront software to merchants that helps them to upgrade, decorate, and manage their online store fronts. Now let's move to my ideas. My first idea is to have the worldwide logistics. Why? Because this way we can have more users reachable. My second idea is to have the larger size of the consumers. How? We translate those items and all the systems within Taobao to be in English in addition to the Chinese. This is a summary of my ideas. First, the worldwide logistic, and second, translation services. So why we will have the worldwide logistics? Of course, the demand. Now, Chinese population is distributed not only within the territory of China, but also across 30 to 50 different countries all over the world, summing up to about 50 million of Chinese. These Chinese actively use Taobao in a daily basis, purchasing products, and just iShopping, even just iShopping on Taobao. However, in order to have their orders shipped to the countries, so for example, me, I have to use the third-party international shipping services, leading the longer shipment times. For example, I had a package last week which had been shipped 3 weeks ago. So I waited about 2 to 3 weeks due to the fact that Taobao currently doesn't provide any international shipping services. Unlike Amazon does, the third-party shipping services are not easy for non-Chinese users either. I'm proposing to implement the worldwide logistics services for overseas users. So setting up several logistic warehouses near the international airports in China and having overseas orders shipped directly to the warehouses from the merchants can dramatically decrease the shipping time and increase the customer satisfaction, and leading the amount of overseas revenue increased. Okay. The reason why we want to have the translation services, of course, we want to expand the business. We want to sell it everywhere. As described earlier, so Taobao's overseas purchases account for over 5% of the entire revenue. However, the web and the mobile platforms of Taobao currently do not support automatic language translation services of the product's description, title on the product's listings, and the detail pages. This indeed puts a huge stop sign for those international users who are non-Chinese. So by implementing automatic translation on the product's contents according to the user's language from the products page to the payment and shipping pages. We expect that we will gather more non-Chinese overseas users, so do the overseas revenue significantly. Once the users choose his or her language, the translation functionality of the platform will automatically translate the whole page into the language of choice. Even though Google Chrome does some translation for the website, but if it's not built in, it's gonna still be very hard for non-Chinese users to go to the shipping pages and the payment pages. And another reason to have the translation services, of course, we know that China has a really cheap labor cost and manufacturer cost, but they're still in pretty good quality. If a person, for example, my friends, they saw something that I had, they wonder how much I got it from China, they wanted to order directly. So of course, we want to expand our business, and it's guaranteed it will be expanded if they're translated into English. So my way, how we implement the worldwide logistic, as I mentioned earlier, step one, we have two steps. Step one, we want it from the seller to intermediaries warehouse in China. It can be very close to the airports. And then second, from China, intermediaries to warehouse to the buyer overseas. How we do that? So we want to make contracts with the parcel companies for their warehouses. Like within China, there are so many carriers. We just take the make contract with them to take the use of their warehouses. And the second, we build partnership with international package carriers. By doing so, even though we're still having like some partnerships with the other like third-party carriers, but the idea would be speed up the total shipment time. So the translation services. First, we want to have the web page translation. This means we want to have a built-in translation in the Taobao system. And the second, we want to have the commerce item translated. So for each stores, we want to have their items, their products to be translated into English too. How we do that? So first, we wanted to have the website, web page. This will be done by Taobao, within Taobao. The second one for items, because there are so many stores, so many items, and some stores, they probably need some specific word to describe the products. So we want to outsource it, because outsource is always having the, always providing the expertise in the industry, and also it's very fast, lower cost. So this is my projection about my ideas as of 2016. The Alibaba's group has over $15 billion in revenue. Among this revenue, 79 of them are from Taobao. The gross profits were 10.4 billion, and the gross profit margin was 66%. And then the net profits were $11.1 billion, and net profit margin was 70.7% in 2016. That's really a lot. So with the rate, like population and the revenue rate in 2016, I projected that, so since we have about 50 million Chinese overseas, if we use the same rate, then we will have 650 million in revenues. And if we use, like, make, for example, only US and then only 10% of the online shopping users, then we can calculate that we will have $399 million in revenue. So this revenue plus the revenue from logistics, this is about 10% of the total revenue. So this is my suggestions for today. Thank you for